Okay, everybody, welcome to our opportunity Zoom call tonight. We call this the Global Business Social. We're so excited that you're here. My name is Patty Whiteeye, and I do this with Monty Lee Iveson and Brittany Cleveland. We do this every Sunday night. We love to have guests that come and share their experience with Monat and how it has affected them, how it's changed their lives, and hopefully it's inspiring for you. I know for sure tonight is for sure going to be inspiring for you. And we really hope that this maybe sparks some interest, but either way, you have a chance to get your name drawn tonight we're giving away 2 great prizes. So we're giving away a Rewind Age Control Nectar, and we're giving away a Night Haven overnight age control cream. So make sure if you're a guest that you comment in the chat that you are a guest, and just stick around because the draw comes after we hear from our guest tonight. And I'm super excited to introduce you guys to Aaron Henley. Aaron is a senior executive director with Monat, and he's going to share with you the story of how he started in this business with his beautiful wife, Roxy, and he was kind of the support system for Roxy as she built the business, and how he has stepped in and taken over a massive group, humongous team, the leadership of this incredible organizations. He is one of the biggest teams in the entire group, the entire company. And personally, I have to tell you that I'm just so grateful to have his support. One of the things about Aaron and about Brittany, his daughter, they work together hand in hand, that is incredible, is that they represent the epitome of this company. And that is, they reach down to the very bottom of the organization and help anybody who needs help. And you don't get that with every company. So without any more talking on my part, I'm going to introduce Aaron and let him share his story. If you guys have any questions at all, just drop them in the chat. All right, Aaron, it's all you.
Okay, thanks, Patty. And I'm always so inspired anytime I get to talk to Patty. She is definitely somebody who's been helping me quite a bit. So I want to tell you a little bit about my story. If you don't know me, and if you know me, maybe it's always a little different every time I tell it. But I probably don't look the part of the person you're used to looking at Monat. And my story is a little bit different. It starts with a career that I had providing for our family. Roxy was a stay-at-home mom. We had seven kids, and I was working a long career. I was with a company for 20 plus years, and the last 10 of those years, I was basically in charge of keeping people who are still there excited to be there still, and then firing the rest of them. And it's not a fun career. And eventually, when a company's losing so much, it became my turn. So my family was impacted. I had a pretty high-level executive job, and I got impacted in one of the many firings that were happening on a regular basis. And so, what are you going to do? The housing market was downturned at that time, and I've got about 3 kids, I think, were in college. The rest were in high school, and it's a real dilemma. And so, you start to go look for work, and a job like mine takes a long time to find. And it put us in a real financial hardship. We had a home that ended up in foreclosure. Our income, we had tons of bills and debts, all kinds of the bad stuff that happened started happening. And it took a while to find a job. Well, when it came to finding a job, I found what I thought was the perfect job. We were living in Chicago, and this perfect job, I was on the phone with one of the founders of the company, and instantly felt connected to a person who I knew cared about people and it's somebody that I should have worked with my whole life. I never had that before. And so it became obvious that that was a job for me. I took the job. It was in Canada, and I thought for sure there's no way I'm going to go work in Canada, but that's what happened. And so now this really hardship we had, while I started making a lot of money, we also almost doubled the debt monthly debt responsibility we had, because now I had two homes. I had the one in foreclosure in the US and one in Canada that we were renting. And there's, even though you might make a lot, it's really tough. And so fast forward to where uh, most of the kids, I think there are a couple kids left in high school, but Roxy is looking to find something to do to help the family. She wants to pay one bill. That's what her goal was. I loved my time in Canada, by the way. I know there's a bunch of Canadians on here. I'm not saying anything bad about that. I absolutely loved my time in what I call the sunny southern part of Canada, which is on Ontario. That, and if you're from the US, you probably don't realize how far south Canada comes, because in the US, unfortunately, way too many people don't think about anything but the US. Sorry to say it, just the truth in our poor sheltered culture that we have in the US. But it's a great place, and we ended up there, and Roxy started to find something, and she basically took the last like $400 that we had in the bank and signed us up for Monat, and we were on an 8-hour drive to Chicago, and she told me all about it. And I was excited because of the way she described it. She described the product, which she had never tried before, but described what they intended. So it was just what I thought, because she had tried other network marketing companies, and I could tell when the product was really amazing that people loved the product. But sometimes there's something just wrong. It's like too much of a commodity, or it's not unique enough, or whatever the case might be. This product just seemed like it was the first hair care product that was going to enter into this, and their goal was to be a game changer in it. And they made products that were game changing products even at the time, with the Rejuvenique oil, their flagship product, et cetera. So I just knew something was different. And then, so I loved it. I was all in with her. And we ended up meeting some of the executive team early on that fall. And that was the fall of 2014. And the culture of the people who led the company was exactly like when I found that guy who worked in Canada. I knew it, that they led from their heart. They started this company because they wanted to change people's lives. The founder, the chairman of the board, I guess, Senior Louise, started this company basically because he did it himself, took his family out of poverty basically, and led the Venezuela Tupperware organization to be top of the Tupperware organization in Venezuela, and made a lot of money for that. And then when he came to the US and decided he wanted to create a company that gave back to people, that's why he did it. So right on early, I found that the product was amazing and unique and inspired by science, and led to be thoughtful of people's healthiest version of themselves. And that's kind of where the leaders came from. They're in the heart, trying to change people's lives. And so when those two things connected, I knew that we were onto something special. And they were pretty amazing. Well, Roxy pretty fast earned her one bill a month and then some. She worked in it about 10 months. She accomplished, I think at about 4 months, she ranked to the founder level. Maybe it was 3 months. I don't know. And then she hit a director level, which are just different levels of the comp plan. But it's like she was working super hard. She worked tirelessly, and I supported her every step of the way. Anytime, I would, if she needed food, I would do shopping, I would do cooking, I would do whatever she took, because she was so in love and passionate with what she was doing. Because it wasn't about selling shampoo, it was about impacting people's lives who needed it. And in 2020, there's never been a year like this where people needed something, and this business is still providing that. There are more people taking advantage of the fact that they can do this business from home. They can safely deliver products that are essential, consumable, and amazing right to their customers, and provide money in the pockets of people that need it. So fast forward, me and Roxy were living a really complicated life. We built our dream home in Canada, which we absolutely loved. This house, every inch of it, we poured into our what she wanted most in a house. We had like a 48-inch dome, big ball hanging from the ceiling with 16 lights or something. It was just amazing. They had to hire They had to hire like 3 people to hang that thing. It was so heavy, but it's everything we wanted in our dream home. But we weren't living our best life. And one of the things that you learn in Monat when you start to work with Monat a bit is that it really helps define what you think about your best life is. And it makes you aspire to that. You start to see that for the people that you're working with, and it starts to happen to your life. And so we bought our dream home, but we ended up renting an apartment in Chicago. So because our kids started multiplying, now we have grandkids. And Roxy wanted to be a big part of their lives. So she was always traveling there. I probably drove twice a month, the 1,000-mile round trip there and back. And it was an amazing life, but not everything we wanted. We weren't together. We weren't living with our family the way we wanted to. So me and Roxy actually, I know Monty Lee got to visit us at our home. And what turned into, I think she was going to stop by for like 30 minutes. The next thing you know, that was before lunch. The next thing you know, the bottles of wine started being opening. And I got home from work and I don't remember everything, but it was a late evening. And I remember Monty Lee. And by the way, she's all the way from BC. It was just stop by when she's nearby and she got to visit us in our home. But fast forward, we're living a complicated life. We have the apartment, we have a home in Canada, and I'm traveling all over the world for my job, and I'm making a ton of money, but Roxy's business had done enough to where it basically replaced my salary if we decided to do something. And we said, this isn't the best version of our life we're living. So she, about almost 2 3/4 years ago now, she retired me from that executive level job. We decided I would go into the office and sell the house and quit my job. And it's basically what we ended up doing. We left Canada. We left with, our house sold in like 24 hours. It was everything that came together that said, we're going to have a different life. And so my entire job moved from being this executive working on making the internet better. My entire job became loving on Roxy and loving on my grandkids and, loving on my kids too, but they had their day. So I throw my energy into Roxy and the grandkids. And I could have easily started a job where I went back and did another tech job in Chicagoland, making some meaningless app that, somebody would, I don't know, get something better in some app that really didn't mean anything. But instead I was helping my wife with her business of changing lives. And that's what she did, so many. And, I do everything I could to help out. But at the end of the day, about 9 months ago, 10 months ago, I don't even know now. In March, Roxy passed away. But this opportunity had changed our life such that I spent the prior 2 years doing nothing with each other, but with each other at the end of the day. Our relationship was never better. My time was never better spent than all the time I got with my grandkids and my wife. And that's a gift that Monat gave us at the end of the day. Her starting this business, we had no idea how important that time would be. But it was a game changer for us. And it mattered so much. And I'll tell you right now, it's something that the day after she passed, I had thousands of people reach out to me. And it told me what a big family we had, which was our extended Monat family, that they just loved her. They felt like she was just their special person. And it's how she ran her business and what her goals were in her life. This turned out to be trying to have one bill paid, turning into a difference in yourself. You grow as an individual. Roxy was never liked to be on videos, never liked to be so outgoing and all of that, but she changed into a different person. And the love she shared around the US and Canada and Europe and things like that, it really came back. And I felt that, and I knew in my heart the only thing that I could do that made sense for my life was to carry on my wife's legacy. And that's what I did. I devoted myself to helping as many people as I could. And about 2 years before that point, she challenged me, said, Aaron, you need to be recruiting some people. And so I said, okay. And looking at me, it's a little bit awkward to talk to somebody about their pretty hair. And I had to find ways to do it. And you can do it. The tools that Roxy set up in place, she put it in her team group, and everybody, we try to train them on the simplest things. Do this steps, and you can connect with people on a level that you wouldn't imagine. Even I can. So after she talked to me about it, I started doing that, and I ended up getting a market partner and a VIP who later turned into a market partner. And I was able to work the business. I was able to recruit people. I was able to connect with people that I could never connect with before, following these really simple things that Roxy taught me to do. And so that's kind of what we've been doing. And I knew that when I started carrying on her legacy, the goal was to change people's lives. And there's so many ways to join Monat. There are ways for us to change your life. I looked for it right before this call, but there was a before and after of Roxy's, and it was, you could just see she had her hair done and then started using shampoo with Monat, and you go, oh my God, her hair is so beautiful. And it can make the most beautiful version of you, whether you just try the hair products, whether you just try the skin products. I know that I've seen pictures in the before and after groups that, some woman wanted something for her son who was 16 years old with this acne that you felt so sad for them, because it's a hard life as a 16-year-old going to school with terrible acne. It ain't an easy life. You don't feel your best. People are cruel, especially at that age. And it's all those things. And they tried the product within 3 months. They had been going to doctors and everything. Within 3 months, the skincare cleared it up. And he could live a normal life and go back to school and feel confident in himself and feel his best version of himself. And that's what this product, it enabled him to do. And then they added wellness. And I'm going to tell you right now, the minute they added the wellness, I started taking it. And I took wellness before, but it never stuck with me. But this wellness actually works. That's the thing about Monat. They created a science advisory board, and they have scientists that do clinical trials on everything. And they're connecting with you with products that are all naturally based and work. And so with the wellness, it just started working within 3 days. I felt the greens and the balance just make me feel like a different person inside. So not only is it starting to change us from the outside, but it's starting to change us from the inside. And it's a great feeling, and it just helps us have better lives. And then 2020 hits, right, right as we go into quarantine is when Roxy passed. And I started working this business, and I started working with my daughter. And I keep saying that my daughter and I are like vinegar and oil, and nobody would believe that we ever worked together. And we were the ones that butted head the most. And Roxy was always there to keep us from doing that. But she must have done it because her and I have never worked better in our lives together. And I always try to say, and she's muted, so we'll keep her muted. But I always try to say she was the vinegar in this relationship, and of course I'm the good side. But seriously, we've done so well together, and just with our single-minded focus to support what Roxy started. And we found a post-it note the day she passed that talked about who do I want to be, how do I get there, how do I make the most impact on other people's lives, and how do I want to be remembered. And those things are part of our heart. And so when I do this talk, it's not, and I know the people that invited you to this call, when they invite you to this call, they're not trying to make a buck off you. They are trying to do so because they care enough about you that they want you to have the best hair you could possibly have, the best skin you could possibly have, maybe the insides with the wellness, or put money in your pocket. And in this year with COVID, and we know these restrictions, and in the US, we know there's no relief package coming. I don't know about the Canadian government and how the help is there, but people need something in their lives. And I keep talking about, this is an opportunity that could tell you story after story after story of people who would have just been broke, busted, not know how to put food on their table, if not for Monat. It saved their family this year because they were able to keep on working. They were able to build their business, and we were able to help a lot of people because our businesses grew because people needed this. They needed an income. They needed everything. And the people here care enough about you to want you to change your life in whatever way makes sense for you. And you can do that with the great products. You can do that with the great income. This company, again, back to Senior Louis, the culture they created of this caring first. And that's what we do. My hat talks about gratitude. We care first, and we are trying to make that impact. And they decided when they set the company up, they were going to give 50% of the revenue back to the market partners. And that's really unheard of in this business. It's so much of what it is because they said, we're happy with the money we're going to make. Let's make people change their lives and give them the maximum opportunity. So if you sign up as a market partner, long-term, you're at 50% of the revenue coming back into your pockets to help you through bonuses or the way we get paid 5 times a month. I know if you signed up, you could make money next Friday. It could happen that way if you come on board. And there's just a team of people, including myself, that I put out there all the time. If you need something, you ping me and I'm there for you. I'll get on a call one-on-one with you. I'll get on a call with a prospect of yours. I'll get on a call with your market partner. And there's so many people on this call that they're all doing the same thing. They care enough to try to make you successful. They want it as bad as you want it. So I'm just going to tell you that it's an amazing opportunity. The risk to join is very small at the end of the day. It's a $200 investment basically, and $260 or something like that in Canada, I think, Canadian dollars. But it's something that's risk-free. You can get that money back if you want to. If you're not satisfied, you can turn it all back in 30 days, and it's guaranteed return. And so that's possible. And the worst thing that happens is you have some great hair and you have some great skin. And the best thing is you change your life, and you probably connected with people in a way that you've never connected with anybody in your life. You know, I'm going to go back to my wife's service one more time. We were, you know how when you're doing the service, you put the picture boards together, and we did the family picture board. We did the picture board of just Roxy. We did the picture board of me and Roxy and the grandkids, and then the Roxy and Monat people. And my son said, you know, we have 2 more picture boards. Why don't we do Roxy's and her friends? And I said, I think we just did. When we put the picture board together of the Monat people, Roxy's been in this business 6 years. And those friendships were deeper than anybody else's that she ever had. They really were amazing and special, and it changed her life. And those people matter so much. And that's why I'm continuing what I'm continuing, and I'm sharing from the heart. My message is, whatever you want in your life, this team can help you get there. And I want you to try to get there no matter what you end up doing with your life. So thanks for listening to me. So.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Always so inspired, and so truly grateful from the bottom of my heart for you and Brittany, for Roxy, because of how she touched my life. You know, you always talk about how many people told you that they felt like they were her special person, and that's exactly how I felt too. So I just want to say thank you so much for sharing, because I know it's hard for you to share, but we appreciate it very, very much. So before I cry again, I'm going to get you guys, if you haven't dropped your name in the chat yet for the draw, can you please do that? If you already have, just don't do it again, because Monty Lee's really good. She's on top of this. But if you haven't yet and you're a guest, drop your name in the chat. And I think Monty Lee might have a question, but I'm not sure. Where are you, girl? Let's see.
Thanks, Patty. Yeah, you know, it's so hard, and this story is just so amazing. And it absolutely blows me away how Erin has just stepped up. Like, I don't know how many people and the strength that you have, Erin. You inspire us in your ability to step up and lead. And not only that, but you've become our friend, and you are so important to all of us. We just love you. I hope you know how much we love you. So I know my one question was just, you've had to really kind of fill some big, huge shoes. Like, we all aspire to be able to fill those shoes. So it might be hard, but if you can think of one thing that you've had to learn to help you be successful with managing all of this, just in terms of your day-to-day activity.
Yeah, so it's I learned at the very so after everything was finished with Roxy service and everything, I got together and said, okay, I'm gonna go work Roxy's business. And I spent all day doing stuff that felt like work, but actually didn't accomplish anything. And then sure enough, on Roxy's desk, right near the Post-it note, there was a list of Roxy's daily method of operations. And it's what she printed for herself and she shares with her team. And it says, do these steps to connect to people and do your personal development and reach out to people and how to communicate and how to approach it. And, you know, I've learned more as I did that, but that's what I started using the very next day when I got into the office. I said, that's Roxy's recipe. That's what she shared with me. And then, you know, just through the friendships that she had made, somebody put me in contact with Patty White-Eye, which was, you know, Patty from this call. And I was able to connect with somebody to help us learn together. And she taught me so much. And I just, you know, I'm grateful for that. Roxy set that relationship up for us. And that's kind of how I got through. And as far as waking up every day, I'm going to tell you right now, it was hard. But what I tell everybody is inside, where are you at in your life? What is it you want out of your life to be different? And what do you want to be important? And when I wake up every day, there is nothing that would stop me from achieving my goals. And my goal is impacting as many people's lives as possible and finishing Roxy's legacy. And that's fundamentally why I can get out of bed. I don't want to get out of bed some days. I'm going to be completely honest. And the reason I do is because her goal and my goal now is so important that I wouldn't dishonor her, and I wouldn't ever not get up to try to help people. And I even tried to recently. I tried to lay in bed and said, I'm just sleeping in all day. I don't feel like, you know, it was getting close to her birthday. And my phone dinged and it was somebody who needed some help. And I go, oh, shoot. I'm going to get up and help people today. And that's what I got up and did. And that's pretty much what I continue to do.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Brittany, and she's going to tell us just a couple of extra things that you guys can consider if you're thinking about joining. And while she's doing that, I think Monty Lee's just about ready to do the draw too. So.
Yes. Okay. So I'm Brittany. I am Erin's daughter, and I do this call with Patty and Monty Lee every Sunday. We've been doing this for maybe like 6 or 7 months now. And we are so happy to have you all on here. There's a few things that are going on this month. I know there's only a few more days left of this month, but there is still days left in this month. And the special is if you join as a market partner to work the business, or because you're smart and you want the bigger discount, then because as a market partner, you get 30 to 55% off for life. So I have customers that do this option because they want a bigger savings and they know they're going to use it forever. You get a booster kit with your product pack. So you get 3 free products, which is a black shampoo, Rejuva Beads, and blowout cream here in the US. Patty, is it the same in Canada? Yes? Okay. So you guys get 3 products in Canada as well on top of whatever is in your product pack, okay? And there's another thing, which I'm sitting with our brand new market partner that just signed up, and the reason why she signed up, because she was, her daughter was giving her products, because that's her mom. She's just like, I'm going to give you products. I'm not going to make you pay for it. But she loved the products, but she just didn't want to sign up because she didn't understand it. But I said, listen, does she know about the tax write-offs? Because she does make a lot of money at her job. Does she understand that she could be saving money on her taxes by joining as a market partner? And she loves the products anyway. So I hopped on a phone call, explained all the tax benefits she would have just by joining. And that's when she said yes. Am I right? You shake your head yes. I'm like, oh my God. She wasn't expecting that. But she literally joined for the tax benefits. I'll just name a few. Cell phone bill, you're able to write that off. Gas, all of your gas to and from wherever you go, as long as you mention something about the business. You know, there's just so many write-offs, and we have a tax benefit video. It's a 30-minute video, and it basically explains it. If you're a visual person, you guys got to watch this video. It will not waste your time. You guys will only learn and educate yourselves, even if you don't join. That way, you know for the future. Okay. But that's all I have for you guys. Also, one more thing is that we are all doing free advertising every single day. We're showing our Starbucks. We're showing our new glasses we just got. I just got a new pair of blue light glasses and I love them. And I already got people asking me, where do I get them? I don't make money off of that. All we have to do is use the shampoo that's going to change our lives. Look at my hair. Okay. Use a shampoo that's going to get you amazing hair, amazing skin. And then you make money from sharing your results, because we do it every day anyway. So that's all I got for you guys. I want to make this short and quick. And then Monty will do the giveaway now.
That is so awesome. And yes, I mean, we have been business owners our whole lives, and like even a portion of your office space in your home, right? Like you can write off so much stuff, right down to that new fridge I bought, 'cause my office needed a new fridge. So a little tiny percentage of that, technically, my accountant would say yes. Okay, so I am ready to do the draw. I have everybody's name in here. If you were on there, a couple people were in there a couple times, and that is all good. So this is so exciting because these are 2 of our top products that are just absolutely amazing. They've completely changed the texture of my skin, like night and day. So congratulations to Divya. I will take you out. That is for the Rewind Nectar. Make sure that you connect with the person who invited you. And I'll shuffle that. And this one is for the Night Haven, which smells so amazing. I literally look forward to washing my face every night because it smells so good. Congratulations, Shannon.
That's awesome. Thanks, Monty. Thank you, Brittany. Okay, you guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer, but if you were a winner, make sure that your market partner gets in touch with us so we can get those prizes out to you. I want to say thank you again to Erin for sharing. We love hearing your story. And thank you to everybody who's here. You guys share this information with people to come on we have a call Tuesday night and Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And you are welcome to come back and listen. We always have incredible people who share their stories from all different walks of life. And it's the main reason I love this business model, is because It does not discriminate. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, what your experience is, what your education is, none of that. You can be successful with this business model and especially with this company. So having said that, thank you so much. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.